session. Still don't have enough credits to buy a ship. And it looks like I'm going to try mining asteroids. See how quickly I can make credits that way. It looks like a stack of 1,000 in this station will earn me about 30 to 35,000 credits, units. And hopefully it won't take too long to be able to buy at least some form of upgraded ship with a little more storage. I just don't know how long it's going to take me to mine a stack of 1,000. From the station, so it doesn't take too long. It's kind of a slow version of Imitate Classic Asteroids. I have run into asteroids. It doesn't go well. It does a reasonable amount of damage to your shield. And if you run into them pretty hard, they will run down your shield and damage your ship. That certainly didn't take long.
No free stocks in ship inventory.
Let's see here. So I float around space. At least I can sort of see in the background if I'm going to run into anything. Yeah, I got room in my exosuit, so make a quick transfer. Some things that I'm not mining. Alright. And then back to the big one. Where'd that big one go that I was right on top of? There it is. So that's nickel. There's all different kinds of material. That's good to know. So you get more than one kind of material from those. I wonder what kind of resources I'm losing out on there. This might be a better way of earning credits than I thought. I'm not getting yelled at by any sentinels. Chased, shot at, bitten, frozen, burned by acid, or just burned. I kind of like space better burning cash. thing I find really interesting is the way that distance and speed are handled in the game. Alright, I think we're full here. If you play, you realize, like this space station here, I can arrive in 1 minute, 38 seconds, and then kick it in power, and then you see the time drop. There's been times where I think I'm getting pretty close to something at a really high rate of travel, so I drop out into a slower speed, and hold on, I'm still 30 minutes away. That takes me at least to the beginning. Let's see what that's worth. Imagine developers probably thought of this, and the materials that I mined out in space are not worth all that much in the station. Trading. Let's see what we can do here. Found quite a bit of nickel. So we can sell that. Good, up to 166. Got 1,500 of the Thambium-9. Up to 196. Also not really sure what I should hold on to. I find that to be a big question. I'm always a bit of a hoarder in games, and the way that you feel so isolated and seem to have to do everything for yourself in this one, I tend to hold on to things because I don't know if I'll need them later. So like this, the golden metal sphere temporarily increases the processing power of electronic life forms. I don't know if this is something that one of the traders or engineers or one of these other guys in the station are going to ask for, but I hang on to it because I'm not really sure, and it'd be a shame to have them ask for it and not have one. The other thing I wasn't sure of is I was looking on my ship inventory, and I have this item, the Gek Charm, which says good luck charm carried by many galactic traders. What I don't know is if it actually provides good luck for me, or if it's just superstition and something that you're supposed to sell. I'm not really sure, but I've been hanging on to it just in case it really is good luck. I sold one that I found earlier in the game. I just can't push myself to sell that one. I do have carbon I can get rid of. Okay. I'm gonna sell that. Carbon's pretty darn easy to find. So I might as well sell that. Next time I go to a planet I can pick up that small amount of carbon as soon as I get there. Gives me a little more inventory space. And then probably should sell the iron, because that's also extremely abundant in this solar system, so I can find that very quickly as well. Not really sure how long this takes. I feel like I was flying around for all that long. I'm sure when I go back and watch this video it'll be a lot longer than I thought. I really felt like I was only up here shooting at asteroids for a few minutes. Hopefully my stray shots are not actually striking the planet. I'm really bad about that. Probably piss off a sentinel. If you haven't played this game and plan to, I think what you'll find is you start to feel really isolated and vulnerable in the game. Try and get myself into a relatively stationary position. I don't know if there's any way to stop either. You kind of go the other direction, but you're always sort of drifting one way or another relative to everything around you. Oh, I hit that. Oh, that was close. So the sticks kind of work together, but they don't control the ship together. You can look around with the right, point your ship in the given direction to the left. Even though they're crosshair moves, your ship's weapons are fixed. So you can look around with your head and crosshair moves, but the guns do not go that way. Go forward. So, something to remember. Yeah, I hit it hard. At least they're nice enough to give you the material after you run into it. a lot bigger than I think it is, isn't it? Like I said, sometimes scale is tough to discern. And distance. more nickel to fill out that stack. Pretty sure there was some in the direction of this planet over here. Yeah, there's a sliver. Gonna hit that. There it is. Back to the ship, to the station, I guess. There we go. Now we got the nickel.
No free slots in ship inventory.
Where? No, I don't know where the station is though. I don't think I went that far. Found if I follow those lines though, eventually I will find the station. Is it really that far away already? No kidding. I didn't think I was going that far. Yep, sure enough. It's already up there. The station must be moving in some form of orbit, or I'm going to a different station now. That I can't actually. Once I pass the station, let's jump out. Stop ourselves here. Yep, blew past the station. 2 hours. It must have been a different station. There. Nope, 2 hours. I'll have to try again.
No free slots in ship inventory.
Distances are definitely flexing in this game. Once again, I almost crashed into the space station. I do that a lot. If you've watched any of the other videos, you'll know that I constantly almost run into planets, stations, asteroids. I don't know if that's normal. Couldn't tell you. Station with about 196, I think. And this will be the last thing, and then I have to log off. 1500. Sell it all. Nickel. Low price. Sell it all. So I'm at just under 3. So yeah, that's not too bad. It's not a bad way to earn money. Alright. I know that wasn't terribly exciting, but it is a viable option for earning credits to get an upgraded ship in a relatively short period of time as far as the timescales in the game go. Here, and I will see you all later.